This is going to be exciting.
Oh, boy.
Gentlemen.
Holy moly.
You know what? Every time I hear that word now, I always think about the post. Always.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, because it's so formal. And
that post is a blessing.
He is a blessing. Fucking hey, man. Are you guys ready to get thirsty?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's, what are we doing?
Gross. Dude, all right, cheers, fellas.
Warning. This show has been found to be extremely off-putting, irresponsible, and exhausting. Listener discretion is advised. Delish. Today's Clinky was brought to us by the Jagermeister.
Yeah! Ooh. Come on.
This is their cold brew coffee flavored Jägermeister.
It does taste like coffee.
It does.
It also tastes like Jägermeister.
Probably wouldn't be a good idea to go through that bottle, but in one sitting.
Well, I mean, get one more after this, man, so it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. Fourth wall. I don't know.
How you guys been?
Fucking hey,
man.
let's do this shit, man, because we got to get into the beer.
We got a beer?
We got the best beer of the episode name, so... Anyway, let's say some horrible words before we do that. Welcome back, everyone, to the Nerdery podcast with all the anesthesia in the world. We got the Billiam.
That's me.
Taking pictures of Cooter Brown. We got Russell.
Hey, guys.
Getting ready to crack open his Cooter Brown. We got the Wheeler.
Hey.
Just waiting for Billiam to take a picture of his Cooter Brown so he can talk about Cooter Brown ale.
So, we've been through the shit.
Oh, yeah. Are we ready? Are we ready to get into the
Been
docket?
through the voicemails. Here's the problem with this docket.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it's a problem, Russell.
Well, it's a challenge.
What is problem? Problem. What is problem?
There is no problem. He's just trying to make it be difficult.
What is problem?
Sometimes problems are, are challenges, you ask.
Challenges. And all the hate mail from Japan and China
Goes to
comes
Matthew.
rolling through. Yep, just send
Matthew
it on to me.
Weaver.
Just send it on. I'm a misanthrope. I just hate everything, so I'm trying to get as much hate as possible.
We don't care. We don't care.
We hate everybody.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We don't.
Hey, that could go on the list.
So what we were talking
Clean.
about earlier,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
what we were discussing
Yes.
moments ago, before we hit the red button, before Billiam hit the red button, we started talking into the microphones. Go ahead, Matthew, tell us. What are the most
overrated, overplayed songs that you could cut completely from an album's roster and make it a perfect album?
deleted songs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the songs that you could just totally, like, you know what? I could live my whole life and never hear that song again.
So there are so many fucking albums since our childhood that we have grown up with that are amazing rock and roll albums. But radio decided to drill those songs, certain songs from these albums. They just shoved them right up our ass about once every hour.
But they did it. But they did it with one of those weird German fuck machines where you put a dildo in the end and it just goes back and forth
anal
like this
intruder.
forever. Yeah. The anal intruder 5000. Yeah. That's the one.
And
multiple speeds.
And there's going to be a lot of opinions on this show.
Yeah.
Some of them will probably hurt your little feelings.
And if you get your feelings hurt, you can send us an email at metalnerdery@gmail.com. Yes, you can.
But and some of them are going to hurt my feelings because
okay.
Some of my favorite bands, I love certain songs, but then the radio shoved them up our ass, constantly. So
I just got to say,
go ahead.
I didn't know you had any feelings. Sorry, I had to do it.
And that's one of them. That's one of them. Yeah.
Wait, you could do without that one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man,
easy.
We're going to offend each other bad on this.
Oh, we're going to have
probably.
a bad day. We might go fisticuffs.
I don't want to do that.
Probably
man.
not. No, probably not. But still, y'all get what I'm saying. There are albums. There are some of the most, perfect heavy metal albums out there
in history
that could have lost the song that got raped by the radio.
Yeah, they could have shaved that one right off.
Right. Yeah. So I think that's where we're going.
So let's start. Let's start with the elephant in the room, Metallica.
Yeah.
Let the record show that Bill.
Now this one could be an
Album
argument.
first.
This really could be an argument.
Bill brought it up first. Bill brought it up first.
Well, he did because he's looking at me with beady fucking eyes.
Well, it's got to be something off the Black Album, likely, and it would be Enter Sandman.
Right.
Yeah.
If you take that off,
Let's be real.
yeah.
And what better way to kick this off than that?
Okay, look.
Are we gonna play all the
Just-
ones?
No, we're not going to play them.
Just for argument's sake. Okay, so the Black Album, you would say easily Enter Sandman, right?
Go on.
The most overplayed song.
Sure.
But I would challenge you and say that was the last heavy metal anthem ever. Ever.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's been overplayed, and I could do with not
Unforgiven's better than that, dude.
without hearing that song.
Unforgiven's better than Enter Sandman.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, musically, yeah, I
It's
agree.
better in every way.
Nothing else matters.
I'd say that's better than Enter Sandman.
Okay.
It's a beautiful, perfect ballad. But
All right. Here's where I'm going to get in trouble.
oh boy,
For Whom the Bell Tolls.
I don't think it's. I still enjoy it. Enter Sandman,
Because
I
it
don't enjoy
wasn't
as much.
played on the radio like fucking Enter Sandman was. But if you go musically and vocally, was it that much better of a song? But it's the most played song from Ride the Lightning by far.
Oh, sure. I mean, and we've played that song
A million times.
fucking 1,500 times.
Right.
But it's still better than Enter Sandman.
Okay, I got one that's gonna ruffle some
Well,
feathers.
we're at Metallica.
We're still on Black Album.
We're still on Metallica. Okay, how about
Seek and Destroy?
yeah? That's what I was gonna
Seek and
say.
Destroy. If that song
Isn't
wasn't
that great of a song?
if that
Nope.
song wasn't on that album, I mean, now, granted, in 1983, fucking killer.
fucking amazing.
Right, but in
Now,
1989,
It didn't age well.
I mean, if it was not on that song, the album might be better. I don't
Yeah.
know.
This is a tough discussion, and this is so you have to put on your 91 hat or your 90 hat, your 83 hat. You know,
Well, I don't even know about that. I think maybe it's sort of the looking at it from big picture kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause I
it's
think
one of those things. If you've heard it so many times, I don't need to hear it again. Fucking skip.
So let's call it.
It's a great song.
Let's call
back
it.
then.
Or
Let's
was
call it the Darwin song. So this would be the song that if you eliminated that, the whole thing would be stronger. I think if you took Seek and Destroy off Kill 'Em All, it would be an even better album.
I
than
do
it already
too.
is.
But
It's only because you've heard it 1,500 fucking times.
That's
but
probably
my
true,
God,
yeah.
if you went to a Metallica concert and they didn't play Seek and Destroy, how pissed off would you be?
I think I would be okay because I've heard it 100 times.
No, I've got to scream the lyrics. Seek and Destroy.
But,
yeah.
but in terms of like the CD or the iPod, if that pops up, skip.
Right.
Yeah.
If it comes on the radio, skip.
It's the "You Shook Me All Night Long" of Kill 'Em All. That's
Oh,
what it is.
well, now you're skipping ahead, bro.
Dude, we could souffle on the bunker
so-
poon. That's what happens.
All right. So, well, now here's the funny part about this. We're talking about songs that we don't want to hear.
Is this going to be a songless episode?
We don't have to play any songs.
That's my point. We can't play the goddamn song.
I don't want to play that. I don't want to play
So, how about this? Check this out.
Uh-oh, he pointed fingers. That's
No,
serious
I
shit.
didn't mean to point. That's rude. That's rude. If we're
I don't think you could offend me.
okay, so if we're not going to, alternatively, if we're not going to play the most overplayed song, then from that album, we have to pick
A deep cut?
the most underplayed song from the album,
Fair enough.
right?
Or maybe your favorite song. Yeah, because it's going to be different, and it might be the most underrated, but at the same time,
Yeah,
That's probably fair. Maybe it's fair.
that's
I don't
difficult.
know. I don't know.
All right, so
Favorite
all
of
right.
the Black Album.
Well,
Okay,
if we're
we're
starting
still-
off with a Black Album,
I mean, and we don't have to play them, but we can certainly talk about it. You know,
Well, like the Black Album, I mean, for me,
Wolf and Man,
I would say either My Friend of Misery or Struggle. Within.
Struggle Within.
Struggle,
That's a good
because
one.
it's a closer. It's kind of a deep cut. It's more like kind of thrashy Metallica, like good stuff Metallica.
Yeah.
Kind of
Okay.
like, dude, you could have opened with that and like took Sandman and just put it right in the poopa.
What's the one with the old, the whole fucking, don't tread on me.
don't try to hold
Yeah,
That was pretty good too.
and
actually.
very relevant in this day and age.
Yeah.
And as
Either
far-
of those.
As far as Ride the Lightning goes, I mean, I know we just did a dive on that.
Escape and go.
Oh no,
for me. No,
no.
Escape could be just. I could totally get rid of that one.
Out for my own.
I mean, as far as my favorite off of that album,
Call it Cthulhu.
Might be Fight Fire with Fire.
Oh God, it's got to be. Yeah.
But
we just played that.
Right, but
Ride the Lightning's pretty goddamn good too.
Yeah, that one too. But if it's the one that's you would never ever hear, it would be the closer. Yeah, the Call to Cthulhu.
Yeah.
But like Escape, I could probably, of all the songs on that album, that's the one I could probably.
Really?
It's just kind of.
You know what I like about it?
Metallica. It's sort of.
What I like about I get that. I do. What I like about it is that it's different. It's like it's not a normal Metallica song at that time.
You know what's weird? It sounds like that would fit if you changed the production. That would totally fit on Hardwired.
Yeah,
totally fit.
I could
the
see
slower
that.
Kind of shit.
But if you change the singer, it could have been I know it's going to sound weird. That could be a pre-song. I could hear Rob Halford singing that song. I know it sounds strange, but go back and listen to it with Halford's voice in your head.
With like Judas Priest point of entry production, maybe?
Yes, it has that Priest kind of sound. It wasn't thrash. It was more of a power metal kind of song. And reminds me of that Priest thing.
So on Kill 'Em All, I would have to say...
In terms of fave versus unfave.
Yeah.
Put screen.
That's it. Fave and unfave.
Phantom Lord.
Phantom Lord.
Fucking Phantom Lord.
Metal Militia.
Oof.
Yeah.
Fave and unfave. Fucking A, that's a killer name.
Goddamn. I mean, okay. I would say right behind Seek and Destroy, the most overplayed, probably be Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
Which I like.
But that one's still killer, though.
It's still
I don't
killer.
get sick of it. By the way, quick.
No, it would be Am I Evil?
Well, that was
too.
It's still on
and
the
that
album.
wasn't the original though.
It's
that
still
was
on the.
It wasn't on the original. That was on the reissue. That was on the reissue.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
By the way, Metallica related moment. I was, for whatever reason, the other day I was reading something that was when Dave Lombardo filled in because I think, Lars ran out of fucking gum and it's like he had to fucking take a day off work because he had like gum trauma. But fucking, there was a show where like Dave Lombardo filled in and Joey Jordison from Slipknot filled in. I wasn't still doing it, but it's like he's still chewing the gum, so it's like, you know what? It's like a phantom gum. So Lombardo filled in and he did Battery and Four Horsemen and he crushed it. And I'm like, I want to hear Metallica with Dave Lombardo forever.
Everybody wants to hear Metallica.
Just get rid of the little Danish breakfast dude and like put the Cuban guy in there. Give me a torta.
All right, let's move on from the Metallica.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. So
right.
The number one obviously would be Enter Sandman.
Of the
overplayed,
the unfave.
Sure.
We want to.
So you want to talk? We can talk about fucking Sabbath.
You
want to talk about Sabbath?
Sabbath, easy.
Okay.
We're gonna fight over this one.
We're gonna fight. You could personally, for me, you could take Paranoid Iron Man, not shitting on him, not hating, but in terms of that album,
Look,
you kind of take Iron Man to sort of
Paranoid for me.
Yeah,
Iron Man when I was 6 or 7 years old was
awesome.
one of the coolest songs ever.
but
sure.
15,000 times later,
Not even
Not so
that.
much.
It's just the overall musicianship, the lyrics. It's just a fucking boring song.
It's a little. I think if it was in half, it would be better.
right.
It's
It's
like two
really
different
long.
songs. It's like
Yeah.
it's okay.
it should be 2 songs.
Yeah.
Cut up.
It's you come in with a cool part at the end.
Yeah.
That's a different song.
Right.
Yeah, I'm totally in agreement
Dude,
with that.
that could be a new segment. The cool part.
But I will say
New episode.
one thing. The cool part. I like that.
The cool part.
I will give Iron Man credit because the first song I learned how to play when I was handed a acoustic guitar when I was, I don't know.
Black Sabbath Unplugged.
I mean, I was in Cub Scouts, right? I was like fucking 7 or 8 years old. I learned how to play Iron Man. I was playing it wrong, but it was still Iron Man. You know?
A for effort.
Yeah, right. And I remember in a distinct memory, we were heading down to the Okefenokee Swamp in a van, like with the scouts, right?
With candy? Sorry.
That was probably candy. Yeah. But I remember on the trip down there, they had the radio on and we heard Iron Man. And it was like the first time I ever heard it. Also heard, remember the fucking Stick song about the robot? Yes. Yeah. Which also at fucking 7 years old was a really cool fucking
Then
song.
it's cool, yeah. When you get older, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, again.
But this is probably that time in my life when I heard Iron Man, and I was like, who's saying Iron Man? And they're like, Ozzy Osbourne. That's how I found out who Ozzy Osbourne was. So.
But like today, though, it's kind of like
I fast forward.
Yeah.
If I hear it, I skip it.
Like for me, it's like if you took Paranoid and Iron Man and got rid of them, perfect album.
Perfect album.
I'll never say that about Paranoid.
I still like it, but I'm saying in terms for me, it's like those are my two unfaves. Yeah. Totally mine.
I get it.
I agree.
I understand. I think Paranoid speaks a lot about my life personally, so that's like one of my faves. So yeah, I'm not there. But Iron Man definitely.
I feel like we need to hear some music. I mean, I feel like we're doing good as we're going, but I'm kind of like, God damn, I'm gonna have some music somewhere.
Well, I mean,
why do we need to have some music?
I don't know. We don't have to
have music. We can have a whole episode.
All right, let's go back to the ACDC.
It'll be a first. ACDC. So was there no other Sabbath?
Oh, in terms of
overplayed.
I never got the.
Those are the two most overplayed by far.
Yeah. I mean, War Pigs maybe, but War Pigs is fucking killer.
Yeah,
I can listen to that song over and over and over.
There will never be a problem with War Pigs.
I do not get tired of that one. I do kind of feel like, and this is going to like the We Sold Our Soul, the compilation. I don't know why the fuck they put Am I Going Insane Radio on that. It's like, dude, you had everything. You had Symptom of the Universe. You had Hole in the Sky. You had The Writ. You had all this other shit. And you put the worst song on Sabotage on the fucking Greatest Hits album.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
All right, well, going back to the previous conversation, we didn't do it with Metallica, but we could, with Sabbath, say, we named the two most overplayed songs and go back to one of their, in our opinion, most underplayed best songs.
Deep cut.
But that's going to be difficult because to us there are no deep cuts.
Yeah.
Right.
To me, it would be Killing Yourself to Live.
But that's on a different album, so it doesn't matter.
No, just saying songs that didn't get the radio play that to us were probably their best songs. So what would your
Okay.
Off of what Sabbath Black
No, there is no album. Okay. It's like, what Black Sabbath song do you think was the best that didn't get the radio play?
First six? Talking about first six?
Again,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what album. Your favorite Black Sabbath album or song.
He said it, not me.
I did. I said it.
You did. You totally said it.
No, the best Black Sabbath song, in your opinion, that didn't get the radio play.
Probably Symptom of the Universe. I'm not sure I ever heard it ever on the radio.
Are you sure?
Yes,
they played it on 96 Rock at 12 p.m. on Saturday.
I heard it just the other day. Come on.
On a Saturday? Well, that's
on
not
a
really
Saturday, right after cartoons.
I mean, honestly, that could be
so many Black Sabbath songs. I know that makes it difficult.
Yeah. I mean, Warning.
Oh yeah.
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 Their Exciter moment.
Yeah. Or fucking I don't know, The Writ.
The Writ.
Yeah.
Fucking Thrill of It All. I mean, there's so many,
Killing Yourself.
God, now I want to hear it. I want to hear a little bit of fucking
Killing Yourself to Live.
Now. Or that.
Killing Yourself.
Or The Writ.
Or The Writ. Yeah, I'm good with either of those.
All right,
I like the creepy flangey part.
There's just nothing bad about this song. No. Every moment of this song is amazing.
There's not. There's nothing bad.
Kind of has that Richie Blackmore kind of guitar tone there. A little
bit. You can hear it go into like some Burn or something like that. Creepy flangey. Tremolo, not flange.
Yeah. To me, this is really when they got in their groove.
Especially this part.
Yeah. That's such good stuff.
Now I've got like Sabotage Bone. I can't wait till we get ready to do
Sabbath
that one.
Bone.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be excellent.
All right, so who's next on our list? On our
Well, we touched on AC/DC earlier.
to me that one's fucking easy.
Yeah, you shook me on that. Oh,
Yeah, you showed me on that one.
I don't know what it is about that. It's not a bad song as a song. The lyrics are kind of
Oh, it made strip clubs killer.
just
you know?
overplayed.
As a
like,
kid, I
fuck,
just never
man.
got it, but it was like every time I'd listen to Back in Black,
Skip.
literally skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast forward on cassette, CD, next track, album, pick up the fucking needle and move it over.
Yeah.
Moving on over.
That was the one song I was just like, oh,
Yeah,
even as a
too
kid.
much.
But did you learn how to play it on guitar?
I never did.
Really?
I never liked that song.
Really?
That was like my fucking Enter Sandman as a child. I was like,
It's the same thing.
even now, I'm like, if that's the only AC/DC I get to hear, in great communist country of America, then okay. If that's all I get, then fine. I'll take You Shook Me
You
All
take
Night
that
Long.
album, that song off of that album.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Gold.
Yeah.
It's completely perfect. Now,
And it was their most radio played song
Yeah.
for years.
And
maybe now
Still is.
you hear it. I was thinking you probably hear Back in Black more.
they play that shit on 96 Rock in the daytime, probably even today.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shook me on that long.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they
sure.
probably play it on country stations and
They
because
probably
it's
play that on fucking WPCH Easy Listening 104.
Now there's another one that I like it, but I've heard it so many fucking times. TNT.
yeah,
I mean, I like
yeah.
I
I'm in
like
the
the
middle
song,
on that.
but it doesn't.
I don't-
It doesn't compare.
If it comes on, it doesn't compare.
Yeah.
But if it comes on, I'm likely gonna. I'll listen to a little bit of it, and I can't do it anymore because I've heard it too many fucking
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, I get that.
But there's a difference though between getting just burned on it because you've heard it 8 bajillion
Yes.
times versus I just don't like
Just
this
a
one. I'm sorry.
simplistic fucking
Yeah.
It just
basic.
doesn't do it for you.
It's
Yeah.
very basic.
All right, so if you had to pick a fave, so that's the unfave, obviously unanimously for Back in
What would
Black.
be
If you had
the-
to pick a fave,
A deep track.
Oh man.
because I mean,
Y'all
again,
know what mine is.
which
Yeah,
one?
I know.
Beating Around the Bush. It's the
Dude.
best AC/DC song ever fucking
That's
written.
actually a really good one.
It's
Now wait,
so
okay,
good.
so we're not limiting to ourselves to just Back in Black the album. We're talking
No.
about like fave
overall shit that should have been played on the radio but never was. That's
either I'm gonna roll with either Kicked in the Teeth or
Ooh,
Riff Raff.
that's a good one. Riff Raff's a good one, but Riff Raff I've heard on the radio.
Really?
Yeah,
In the daytime?
yeah.
Oh, fucking.
Yes.
Everything's in the daytime. Now.
Well, have you ever heard "Killing Yourself to Live" on the radio? I haven't, but maybe it happened.
Yeah, maybe it happened.
Maybe it
yeah.
happened.
Maybe when I was a
Same-
child doing
I've heard
LSD.
Riff Raff. Yeah,
I've never heard Riff Raff on
I
the
have.
radio. Can we get a little
yeah
taste of
do
one
it.
of
Play it.
those?
It's a good song. I'm good with it.
Give your balls a tug.
You know what's really fucked up?
I had that in my head for the past few days, and
Your
I'm
mom
like,
keeps faking jellyfish stings, so I'll piss on her.
hearing that. Have you seen the video for that?
Yeah.
Oh, this fucking video is rad because it's like a
really
live
rad.
video. And then Bond comes out. He's got on like a fucking hoodie, like in the 70s. It's like they didn't have hoodies in the 70s. That was like next level. It was new shit, man.
You know, honestly, now that we're bringing this up, it's almost fair to mention is You Shook Me All Night Long played more than Thunderstruck.
It's got to be pretty close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because they play the fuck out of that song.
And the band I'm in covers Thunderstruck, and I will tell you, it's fun to play. It's a lot of, and people fucking love it, but it's one of those songs, it's like Sweet Child of Mine. It's been played
A million times.
a million fucking times. Yeah.
I don't know. There's a part of me that kind of still likes Thunderstruck maybe a little more than You Shook Me All
That
Night
riff's
Long.
cool.
Yeah,
That
I can listen to that for sure.
I can listen to that way more than.
And
I
it's
listen
kind of
to
like a
You Shook Me All Night
football
Long.
song. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's like
There's a build up there.
an anthem.
Yeah.
But the whole thing about You Shook Me All Night Long is that if you really listen to the lyrics, like really listen to them,
You don't have to really listen to
Well,
him,
I mean,
know what
it's
he's
pretty-
talking about. I mean, the
I mean,
walls were
yeah.
shaking, she was
Yeah.
quaking, the earth was.
it came together. It's great. It's
Yeah, they
awesome.
had
It's
orgasm.
fun.
Yeah.
Lots of juices everywhere. Just
Excretions, as they
excretions.
were.
Love excretions. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, even as a kid, I was like, what?
You love what?
What? And then the first time I came inside a woman, I was like, oh, now I got it.
All righty then.
And since I'm shooting seedless seed, there's no repercussions.
So let's really piss
good.
people off.
I got no life juice in my balls. Let's piss people off, Russell. Come on.
Most overrated Iron Maiden song.
Ooh.
Overrated?
Overplayed.
Overplayed.
Overrated, overplayed.
Hold on.
What Iron Maiden song could you do without on a specific album? Let's say we're listening to Power Slave, Number of the Beast. What song?
Run to the hills.
That's where I'm at, brother. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
A little, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't mind it, but I'm kind of like, eh.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Honestly,
Like we saw a list that said that.
Number of the Beast might be right there with it.
Never.
I've heard that one.
Never.
Never.
That is how I found Iron Maiden. That will never be the song I'm tired of.
I could see, though, from William's point, I could
It's
kind
played
of
a
see
lot.
where that's sort of a, okay, yeah, we've heard a lot. Yeah. Woe to you.
More than Run to the Hills.
Woe to you.
There it is. I mean,
So
Run to the
amazing.
Hills more so than Number of the Beast, but Number of the Beast
yes.
is also kind of one of those.
Yeah.
2 minutes to midnight.
No,
kinda
I like that
one.
one. Yeah. I don't need to not listen to that one.
Like Aces.
The Trooper.
The Trooper.
See, I like the Trooper.
I like the Trooper. I can see how it can be overplayed.
It's
and a little
played
bit
a lot.
much, but it's still okay with me.
If you went to see now there are, believe it or not, there are heavy metal not tribute bands, but cover bands. You go to any bar around here, somebody's going to play Iron Maiden. What song do you think they play?
Probably Number of the Beast, I would think. No? Trooper?
Usually the Trooper.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
I see. Okay, here's.
Oh shit.
Okay, now
I think
heard
Trooper's the
that.
most radio friendly.
I heard that,
think.
but is that stronger in your earballs?
I think it's
very loud in my earballs.
It's loud in mine.
Or the metal gods like punishing you, like, you know, you're talking negatively about Maiden. Don't
Maybe.
do that again.
I think it could
Maybe.
be it.
I don't know.
Like, see, Aces High. I love Aces High, but I kind of get sort of after a while. I'm like, okay, yeah, we shall go on to the end. I don't get sick of it.
yeah,
though.
but
What about Rhyme?
if you take it off of the album, is
it
it
would
better?
fuck up the album. It would
Yeah,
fuck
no,
up the
it's
album.
not
You can't
better.
do
What
it.
about 8 minutes of Rhyme?
No, that's a fucking killer song.
Okay.
That's a killer song.
Well,
If you take that off the
Sounds
album,
a
is it
whole
better?
like Heaven and Hell, though.
No.
Yeah, it does.
In a weird way, Back in the Village, probably from Power Slave, you could probably kind of.
Yeah. If you take it,
It's not bad, but
Yeah,
it's kind
their
of deep
song-
cutish, but
right.
you could kind of.
yeah. Yeah.
I can't think of another real.
What about fucking Can I play with madness?
Oh,
You know what's
Jesus,
weird?
no.
You know what's weird? I did not like that song
I still
back
don't.
in the day.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I can't do
But
it.
now I
that
listen
had-
to it differently.
I would like
But that's on
I can't-
Seventh Son, right?
Yeah.
No.
It is 7
Oh,
Seven.
I was thinking it was on Somewhere in Time. I'm looking forward to Somewhere in Time because I haven't listened to that one in a while,
Yeah.
and I was kind of on the fence back then.
Yeah.
On Maiden, just because of where I was in music. You know,
Right.
I still like Maiden, but
that one-
Well,
Heaven
we
Can
were
Wait.
getting
Looking
heavier.
forward. Yeah,
we
yeah.
were getting heavier
Yeah.
when that came out.
That one, I think Heaven Can Wait could totally just be slice that shit off and get rid of it. Just circumcise it right off the balls and just throw it in the garbage.
I mean, as much as I love Maiden, they disappeared with me when I was into Accused and Rigor Mortis, and
Yeah.
I just quit listening to
Yeah.
it. You know, now I love it. I go back and listen.
I didn't buy any new stuff until
Right.
later on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I didn't buy
I still
any
listened to
Maiden.
the old stuff.
Yeah.
but I didn't.
I fell
Yeah.
off after Seventh Son, and then it kind of came back with like.
Yeah, I was
But
like,
let's
Brave
say
New World.
classic Maiden.
Yeah,
What
classic.
song could have been left off of
Running
which,
Free is totally overplayed, man. That can just chuck that.
yeah,
Kinda,
I see what you're saying, but fucking Run to the Hills, man.
Run to the Hills? I'm still with
gotta be
Bill
it.
on Run to the Hills. But it's a great song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
But the album could have done without it.
I don't know if the album could have done without it,
Now it could.
but yeah, I mean,
Skip it.
I do skip it for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
for sure, just because it's been overplayed.
Hell,
All right, Maiden's not fair. All right, let's just, how about we say this? Maiden and Slayer are not included.
There you go.
Yeah, let's
There you
just
go.
be done with
Yeah,
that.
because you
and
can't
just-
take a Slayer. I mean, I can't fucking think of a Slayer song.
There's no Slayer songs you could take off of that.
okay, Angel of Death again. All right.
No. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess I got to listen to that again.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
No. All right, so Maiden and Slayer are immune to our discussion. They're.
I don't know if they're immune, but I mean, I think they're not as applicable. Maybe.
Okay.
There you go.
That's fair.
There
That's
you
fair.
go.
Because in a weird way, a
To be fair,
a little bit,
to be fair,
a little bit. Hallowed be thy name. A little bit.
No, man, that's such a
God,
good
that's one of
song.
the best
It's kind of a.
God damn, that's a good song.
I mean, it's proggy and it's got all that goodness to it and the vibe. But initially, it's kind of like, oh, fuck, you're waiting. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
but
it's such a good-
live,
live is so good. Yeah,
Oh.
it's good.
Come on,
All
Matthew.
right, let's move on past Maiden. All right.
Who else is acceptable to Led Zeppelin?
Led Zeppelin, rock and roll,
Yeah.
Easy, done.
Slice it.
rock and roll.
It's
Take that
off.
song off the album.
Yep.
It's a.
You got a
the
better
album's-
album.
It's
Yep.
a golden album.
Yep.
And you know what's fucked up? When I was younger, I used to think that Battle of Evermore was trash and like.
Oh,
it
I
was-
love it now.
I was the same way,
But I
but now
dig it.
it's so good.
It's-
When I was a kid, I hated that shit.
It's literally like the Planet Caravan.
Yeah.
but different.
It is,
of
yeah.
Led Zeppelin 4.
It's so good. Yeah, like I appreciate the vocal,
Visualization of it.
everything about it, the
Yeah.
music, the vocal, everything
Yeah.
about it.
Give us a little taste of it there, Billy.
Well, not rock and roll, but you gonna pick another one? Oh, you
No,
mean
Battle.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, fuck yeah. Let's do
Pick
that.
something that you don't hear fucking on the radio.
Well, Battle of Evermore is dark. If you listen to it, it's got
the lyrics
all
are
the
creepy.
imagery and
Yeah.
the fucking mandolin and shit, and it's just like
You know, it's John Paul Jones playing the mandolin.
that's a genius.
That man is a blessing.
Yeah. a blessing.
He was the mandolin player at Led Zeppelin. This is beautiful.
It's a genius blessing.
And whether you people know it or not, this is fucking metal.
Yeah, it is. Totally is. You're
It
right.
is.
God damn it.
No bullshit. I don't know what it is about that board, but everything sounds better through headphones in the bunker poon. I'm just saying.
It's the poon part.
It's the poon.
It's the poon.
The queen of lying took her vow, and then she turned to gold.
The ring wraiths ride in black.
That's right.
It's so funny how that
That's a
is.
good
And
one.
like as a kid, like,
It was just
it's not rocking.
right.
And then now it's like right now it's cloudy and dreary outside, and it looks like wizard weather, you know. And it's like, fuck yeah, man, put on some Battle.
Yeah.
Dig it. I can't wait till we get to that. We still got to get through 2 and 3 though.
No.
And even more fucked up is that, you know what? Okay, staying in the Zeppelin space, and Russell just came back. Perfect fucking timing. What song off Zeppelin 1 would be out? What's the unfave?
Zeppelin 1?
Zeppelin 1. If you had to pick one song off Zeppelin 1.
Well, like 5 of them were covers.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying if you had to cut one, what goes?
Shit.
I mean,
Nothing.
I might cut Your Time Is Gonna Come.
Your time's going to come.
That
yeah.
might be the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
I would
Yeah, that's the
ditch.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's probably
That's
their
the
only original on the album, I think.
It's not, but it's close.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one. I think if you cut that one out, everything else in that is just great.
And it's not a bad song.
No,
but
it's
It just
not.
doesn't match the rest
It's
of the
the
record.
least.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's like
It's the most feminine.
it's like the
Is that what it is?
most feminine.
Yeah. Is that the most poison moment on the album? Yeah. The most warrant moment on the album.
You know what's fucked up though?
Well,
Is
I
that-
mean, Good Times, Bad Times is
That's a great
precursor to heavy metal.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Communication Breakdown, holy shit.
Yeah.
Heavy metal. I Can't Quit You Baby is one of the best blues
Oh,
songs,
man.
and they did a great cover.
Yeah.
How many more times? Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your Time's Gonna Come. It's the only real crap on that album.
But you know what? And that's not even. Here's what it is. It's like the deep cut of stuff you don't like.
Fucking Whole Lot of Love.
No.
Zeppelin
It's
2?
overplayed, but
Overplayed.
no, that song stays.
It's
That
overplayed.
makes that album.
No. I'm there with you. I'm just saying it's fucking overplayed.
Nothing on Led Zeppelin 2 gets cut. I'm sorry. That album stays as is.
She's just a living, loving.
Stop it.
She's just a woman.
You know what always bothered me about that? Okay, hear me out.
And thank you.
Okay.
Oh my God, that was my wedding song, you ass.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah.
And the truth comes out.
Oh, it's a beautiful song.
Here's what's fucked
Nothing
up.
on Led Zeppelin 2 gets cut.
You cannot hear, and to Bill's point, or not to Bill's point, but maybe to your point, one of y'all, you can't hear Heartbreaker. Every time I hear Heartbreaker, when it gets to the end, if Living Loving Maid doesn't start, I'm like, okay, somebody fucked it up. Because it sounds like it should just be all crammed together.
It is on the album. It runs together.
Well, I mean, 96 Rock in the daytime used to actually play it all together.
Yeah, because on the record, the vinyl, it actually ran together. It wasn't separated.
So it was basically like Heartbreaker.
It was like one song. Yes.
Living Loving Maid.
Yeah.
Because most maids, I don't think, are.
It wasn't until
Heartbreakers.
cassette that they split the two songs on vinyl. I have Led Zeppelin 2 on vinyl, and this one,
On vinyl.
there's a little. Vinyl.
I think it's a little bigger than you think it is.
It's not that big around.
It's like 12, 15 inches.
Yeah,
It's huge.
It's grande.
See,
All right, what about Zeppelin 3 then? Let's real quick.
Nothing. Oh, okay, I could do that. All right, Zeppelin 3. You get rid of
be careful.
the song 10. That could disappear. Hats off to Roy Harper.
Probably could have ended on Bronnyard Stomp and it would have been fine.
You never get rid of Gallows Pulls. Out on the Tiles, fucking amazing. Since I've been loving you,
album.
one of the best fucking songs ever. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think Hats Off probably gets it.
Tangerine's a good song.
Yeah,
Maybe a little overplayed, but a good song.
I don't know if it's overplayed.
Nah. Although they did used to play that on the radio. I do remember that.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's the way.
Yeah.
Fucking-
So 4 we already know.
Yeah.
You get rid of rock and roll.
What was the next one? Houses.
Houses of the Holy.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna say it. Y'all may not like it. Jamaica can fuck off. It's just it's a dumb song.
Which
sorry.
one?
Dire Maker.
Yeah.
It's Jamaica. Apparently, is how you pronounce it.
I was just singing it, right?
Which I think is code for. I think it's code for. Did you fuck her on the ass, mate? Or did you
make her?
Or did you intercourse her? Is the you know?
Oh my
See.
goodness! I
Did you
didn't know it was
penetrate
that
her?
dark.
Well, I mean that's the one I would slice from that.
The song remains the same. Is amazing. The rain. Oh God! Now we're on a Led Zeppelin episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just you hijacked this
Yep.
to.
All right,
let's-
let's move back.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Let's go
if you
somewhere
took
else.
No Quarter off that album, it'd be perfect.
Ooh, okay, here's one.
He didn't even hear it. Just
No,
went,
no. As soon as you said it, because I was looking at something and then you said it, I'm like, okay, now I'm a Bloodsport. Now I'm a Bloodsport.
I did that on purpose.
That's one of the few things you've ever said, Russell.
It's
that's
one of my favorite
absolutely
songs.
wrong.
It's
Okay.
one of my favorites.
You don't even joke about that, man. You can't joke about No Quarter.
and I guess we all know the Dio would be Rainbow in the Dark.
No, that's
Yes.
a great song.
Man,
I still enjoy that one.
I don't. I got to skip that one.
You know what I find, ironically, I enjoy more and more about Dio as I get older than
I'm about
I
to
did
leave the
not
room.
back in the day. Shame on the Night.
Shame on the night.
I've
I like
got-
that song.
I dig
Yeah.
it, but back then it was like after Rainbow in the Dark, I was kind of like,
Oh man,
Fast forward,
Rainbow in the
back
Dark.
No. No, that's what put him on the goddamn
It
map.
doesn't matter. It's fucking keyboards, man.
I'm done.
I'm done. I can't take any more. Goodbye.
Forget it. Goodbye.
I was gonna break. Hold on, Russell. I was gonna. Okay, I'll wait till you come back. I was about to say something to really get him fired up, but
Yeah.
okay, good. Now he's back. All right. No. I'm not. No. I'm not talking shit about you particularly, Russell. But I wanted you to be here to witness this moment because now we're gonna pick on Billiam.
Shit talkery.
No, wait a minute.
Well, hold on. We just like to finish what we just started.
Finish the Floyd.
The Floyd.
Overrated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
overplayed. Floyd song,
Overplayed.
if you had to pick one. Billiam had mentioned "Wish You Were Here,"
Great song,
but played
Great song.
Probably.
but
Probably.
I had said
off that album,
yeah.
I could skip that song because that album's fucking killer. You take that song out and it's still fucking killer.
I had said another brick,
Hell yeah.
another brick in the wall part 2, but his counter was that if you listen to it in the context of the whole album, front to back, it's different. But if it's one song on the radio,
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah, it gets
Goodbye.
old on the radio.
If you had to pick a Floyd song, which one is it?
Mother, do you think? No.
No, that's a great song.
I love that song.
Yeah. Money.
No.
That one kind of gets a little.
But the
It's overplayed, but it's still good.
It's
the
genius.
musicianship is so good
it's
in that song. The
genius, but
timing.
it's kind of also like, oh,
where they go from what is it?
It's like 7/4, I think.
And then they go into 4/4 during the jam.
Yeah.
And that kicks ass. Like when it switches from 7/4 to 4/4, it's just like, just that moment. It's just like, holy shit, this song kicks ass.
Yeah.
That's when you know they're artists, when they can pull
Momentary
that shit off.
Lapse of Reason, maybe. Or that's the album. What's the song?
Learning to Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of
I can see how you.
because that's a good album overall.
Yeah.
I could do without.
That's one of those in context I could listen, but by itself, it's like, ugh. Okay, here's the one I wanted to say is going to ruffle Bill's feathers. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not.
We'll see.
Easy. Careful, Tiger.
Take a breath.
Forbidden.
I knew you were going to say I knew you were
Which
gonna
I was
song?
looking at it. You're
Yeah,
probably
I know.
following his eyes.
I know, it's
He's
right
looking at
there.
that.
What song?
That was the question. It's like, what would be the one that's, because I don't,
Off of this album here, my favorite album,
let's call it
likely
that
my
one
favorite
or
album
Twisted.
ever.
Yeah.
Between this and Angel and fucking Rain and Blood. I mean,
If you had
Gotta
to
be
pick
one of my-
one,
off of this album,
yeah.
probably be.
Pass that shit over here when you get done with it, because
Pass that shit
just
over here.
the whole album. There you go. Yak it up.
I like the song, and it's likely.
Oh boy, we've
It's
ruffled
probably.
his feathers.
It's probably Feel No.
Yeah, kind of.
All the other songs are so fucking awesome.
I kinda
that one's
feel
great
like-
too, but that one's a little bit different than
I
the
feel
other
like
ones.
that's the most less than song on this one,
Yeah.
Russell. If you had to pick one,
Feel No.
Well, yeah.
that's probably the one I could kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It still works for me, but
In context, I still like
if I
it.
had to take it off,
Yeah.
that would be the one. I would
if
take.
I'm
Some
shit-
songs are just,
they got to be there.
yeah. Well, that's not what I was going to say. Some albums are just so fucking good, and the artists who make them are just that good. But there may be one song on that album that you listen to when you listen to the whole album that you go, you know what? Skip. You know,
Sure.
and you don't want to tell anybody because, you know, Forbidden's your favorite band or Exodus or whoever it is, but it's just like, do that one. You hit skip real quick. And I'm that way with Toxic Waltz, you know, the song,
Kind of.
Yeah.
the song. I'm that way with, fuck. Well, we've already said them, you know, For Whom the Bell Tolls.
That's
Obviously.
a skipper for you?
Yeah.
More so than Escape?
Well, yeah.
I know we talked
Yeah,
about that
because I
before.
hadn't heard Escape 5 million times.
Okay, so for you, that's like a deep cut then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this episode's kind of unfair because and not totally unfair, but in a way, because it's like the songs that are great and what made a lot of bands known are the ones we're fucking sick of hearing.
I got to say
Right.
one's going to piss everybody off,
Right.
especially you two.
Go.
Probably me a little bit.
Say it.
And I know we've talked about this
Say it.
before. I know we've talked about how that one is basically a wild card where every song is equivalently perfect and you can't fuck with it. If I got to pick one off of Rain, Reborn's got to go.
No.
It's got to go.
Swear's not allowed.
It's
We
the
discussed this.
I know, but if we're gonna pick one, that's the one for me. That's just
Reborn?
you could ditch it.
Reborn.
Yeah, you could ditch that
Yeah,
one.
no.
It's a perfect album, but it's be more perfecter if you took Reborn off.
The album's
think?
I think for
29
me-
minutes.
You think?
I know, but I mean that's the one.
You
where
do
I'm
not-
just
You think
like,
it'd be better without it?
it's just that one gets skipped every time. If I'm listening, I listen to it up to that, skip, and then pick it up at Epidemic and finish it out. But and
Hold
I know
on.
that sounds terrible.
Okay, so for me, a skippable. How about that? A skippable Slayer?
Skippable, yeah. Not an unfave, but a skippable.
South of Heaven.
I was going to say the same goddamn song.
South of Heaven.
Easy. Yeah.
I can
And
see- I can see
again, let me just rewind. Slayer's not allowed to be in this conversation.
I know, but I'm saying if we were going to allow it,
It'd be South of Heaven.
South
if
of
we were,
Heaven.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And honestly, on that album, that album is like Rain and Blood Part 2, almost perfect, except for South of Heaven, which is a great song,
Great
and
song.
I like it. I love it.
I
But
want
if you-
some more of it.
I like it.
I love it.
I want some more of it.
That
If you
motherfucker's
take
worth $20 million. Did you know that?
who?
Oh, good for him.
Fucking Billy Ray,
That's not Billy
achy
Ray
breaky.
Cyrus.
Fucking yeah, it is.
I like it. I want it.
Oh wait, that was Tim McGraw.
Tim
Sorry.
McGraw.
I'm
Yeah.
fucking
He's married to
whatever.
Faith Hill, who's also worth.
She's pretty hot.
Yeah, God. Don't get me started.
Yeah. Okay, so
what
let's
about
skip Slayer.
So what about Ozzy?
Crazy Train, easy. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Crazy Train. Close number 2 would probably be No More Tears.
Crowley.
No.
I kind of get sick of that one.
Yeah, that one
honestly.
gets old too.
I'm just kind of like I
can
don't
see.
crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking care about Aleister Crowley, man. He's
But, you know, the first 2 albums, those would be the first 2 songs I would skip.
Goodbye to Romance is kind of like that too.
Not for me. I love that song.
I just
Yeah, I know what you
just
mean.
kind of
All right, what's a deep cut off of Blizzard? There is none for us, but or Diary.
Diary. I think might be the title track.
Fucking
That's so fucking good. Though.
one of the best songs ever written, in
Yeah.
my opinion, musically and vocally or lyrically. It is.
Shot in the dark.
I get it. Yeah, it was overplayed, but I don't hate it. Or excuse me, I'm not as annoyed by it as I am probably Crazy Train.
Crazy Train's just too much, man. That's like the Inner Sandman of all. That's Ozzy's Inner Sandman. That
It is.
what it is.
It didn't mean to be. It's probably the song that put him on the map again after Black Sabbath. I mean, it was Crazy Train, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, it was probably
Flying High.
Flying
again.
High again.
Yeah.
Which that song's
That
rad.
song-
I still love that
It's a
song.
great song.
And played a ton.
Yeah.
I don't know of anything off.
But
of
I
Diary
don't
that
know
like.
is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it is. I remember we
Yeah.
played that.
Damn,
when
that's
we
a
were
good song.
jamming for
I
a
don't
bit.
know. Is it great? Yeah, we did,
Yeah.
and it sounded good. God, it's a fun song to play.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure on Diary if there's anything.
SATO.
Sato. You know what I used to think that meant? Satanic Atlantic Treaty Organization, like NATO, but Sato.
Well, wasn't it
And it
like
doesn't.
steal away the ocean or sail away in the ocean? Something.
I don't know. I thought it was like Satan's anus,
No, well, he had steal away the night.
Taintler ovaries or something. I don't know.
away the
See, I didn't like. There was some of the Ozzy songs. I was just like, I just don't know where this is going. It sounds like a weird relationship thing.
I thought Bark at the Moon,
it's a
every
gun.
song on that album was fucking amazing.
To me, a lot of the Ozzy's albums, there's just like for me, there's just like a couple, 3 songs that I like, and
Yeah.
the rest I can do without.
Yeah.
To me, I agree, but there are a couple albums that front to back, in my opinion, were great. Not Blizzard Lies, sorry.
Bark at the Moon.
Bark at the Moon. Beginning to end was a great album, in my opinion.
There's one I want to hear off Bark at the Moon that I think's kind of a deep cut, and I've only kind
Which
of
one?
recently gotten kind of into it. Center of Eternity.
Oh, that's a good one. That sounds like Sabbath, though.
kind of, but it's the way it builds is so weird because it's got that creepy intro.
What's the weird one, though?
And then it's
now you
fast.
see it, now you don't, yeah. That was a good one.
That's on there too. It's on.
You're No
it's on
Different
that
was
one.
good. Rock and Roll Rebel. That's the first one I heard off this
Rock
album.
and Roll Rebel.
I heard that before I heard Bark at the Moon.
But Center of Eternity, you never heard that on the radio. But the first time I think I heard it, I was like, that's kind of
Yeah,
creepy.
let's give it some love.
Bing.
We've kind of taken a right turn with our show, but
A little bit. It's better than a left turn, bro.
yeah.
This is true.
Oh yeah, this has got the.
Somebody should do a mashup of that.
Righty then.
But he always kind of sang with the melody that way, though.
Yeah.
He even did that with Zach.
Fucking Jake E. Lee was amazing.
But doesn't that have almost that kind of Zach vibe? Like I could almost hear that on No Rest for the Wicked.
Well, to me, Zach had more of a Jake E. Lee feel than he did.
Yeah. Than a Randy feel.
Randy, yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah. Wow.
Man, we fucking went off the reservation. This is kind of cool, though.
All right, how
I
about
feel-
Van Halen? Not metal, but some people consider certain songs metal.
I would say metal.
What would be
Oh, we were going first album or you just anything?
first album's probably a good one to go with because that was a heavy album except for a couple of songs.
I mean, man.
To me, It's easy. It would be the cover, You Really Got Me.
I'd have to look up the
But that's
song.
probably what got them famous off that album.
I kind of feel like Jamie's crying is sort of.
Oof. Yeah.
I don't care about Jamie.
Yeah.
Is Jamie a dude or a girl? I don't even know, man. It's like what's
Well, it's
they
a girl
crying
because
about?
he referred to her as she quite a few times
Well,
in the
dude,
song.
she might have had an
She
operation.
could have been all right.
She could have been Chaz Trans. I don't
Stop.
know. I mean, she could
Stop.
have. She could have, bro.
Stop it. Most overplayed. Well, okay, but then we got to talk David Lee Roth.
You really got me is kind of overmuch. It was kind of like, oh, fuck it again. I mean, Ain't Talking About Love is a little bit like that.
All right, Jumper, You Really Got Me.
Between the two,
What was most overplayed?
maybe Jump. And the only
What's,
reason
what's the most overplayed Van Halen?
Well, it's probably
Panama.
those two. It's that
Panama.
padded
bra.
Panama or Jump.
Patty bra.
Yeah.
That's how you sing it down in Panama.
Or You Really Got Me. Or Ain't Talking About Love.
Yeah, any of those are kind of. See, then you compare it to like, House of Pain or Top Jimmy or I'm the One or Atomic Punk. It's like all those are awesome. But then it's like, Ain't Talking About Love.
Can't wait to feel your love tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of he.
All right. I would say probably Jump's their most overplayed.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know. To me, I
Dancing
in
Night
the
Away.
Streets. Dancing in the Streets. is
Dancing
kinda
in the
dumb.
Streets was horseshit. That
It
was
was
a
a
cover,
cover.
on
It's still
Diver
kinda
Down, which
trash.
was an album they made when they were so fucked up on cocaine.
What was that?
They were like,
oh,
no, they were like, yeah, we owe Warner Brothers a record.
what about this song? I bet you this one was
Cradle Will Rock.
And the Cradle.
I like it. I'm sorry. That was a great one.
I'm
That
just
was
saying,
the first
I
one
bet it
Eddie
was-
played keyboard in.
It
I
was
bet
played
it
a
was.
lot.
Yeah, it was on the
It
radio
was played
tons.
a lot.
How about we play a deep cut?
From
Well, let's say On Fire or I'm the One or
Yeah, either one of those. I'm the One. That's fucking quality.
some serious guitar
They
work.
should have played that shit on 96 Rock in the daytime. Maybe they did when I was a kid and I just missed it because my parents were too poor to have radio. It's possible. I don't know, man. They might have been.
We didn't have cable. We had radio.
We all used to crowd around it and listen to what they would say. There you go. Give your balls a tug and listen to that.
Give your balls a tug, tit fucker. Is that swing? That's a swing.
We gave it a entertain you, leaving here, we aggravate you. Don't you know it means the same to me? Honey, I'm the one you love. Come on, baby, show your love. Give it to me. I see a glow that fills this room. I see it rolling out of you. Hear your message from above. I'm telling you, show.
Your tits
Come on and show your love.
or your pussy.
His rhythms or leads.
Constantly.
Yeah. When this album came out, there were guitar players in bands across the country just snapping their guitars. Like, fuck.
Okay. To tag on to this one,
Yeah.
there's one band that's very close to this one. And there's one song that if I had to pick,
Was it overrated? Overplayed?
it's the one that I'm kind of like, you could kind of.
What is it?
And I still like it, but we're taking over this town. man.
Oh, yeah, no. Walk. Fucking
just-
Pantera.
Of everything on Cowboys, and I like the song. I don't hate the song, but it's kind of like
Which one?
the Titley.
No. More so than Walk? No. No, I disagree, Matthew. Matthew, I disagree.
Maybe a little of both, but just on that first one, it's just the title track. It just kind of.
I love it whenever on my favorite show, Letterkenny, whenever Wayne disagrees with Derry, his best friend.
Yeah.
He'll say, okay, Derry, Derry, okay. Like, and then he makes his point.
Okay, now I get that when you said that earlier.
Okay, Matthew.
about-
Matthew, okay.
Okay, now I got it.
No, this is probably unpopular.
Uh-oh.
But if I had to pick one off of that album, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be Cowboys from Hell.
Which one?
Cemetery.
Cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
but
a
that's
fucking
more the
ballad.
ballady.
Yeah.
You know, we want to have pussy show up to our show
But
so we can get laid after.
I'm
we
sorry.
play.
If I could sing like Phil could sing,
I like all those other songs.
Yeah.
But that one, I don't care.
It was.
I
It
get
was
it.
played a lot.
I understand your
it was
point.
Played a lot.
but at that point in time, Phil could sing like a motherfucker.
Sure.
And they had to have that song to show off his vocal ability. No, the screams at the end when him and Dimebag are going back and forth.
But now it's kind of like sing this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like I can't hit those notes anymore unless you
You
tune
know
down
why?
to like C sharp.
You want to know why? Because of a vulgar display of power.
Smoke 20 packs of cigarettes
Yeah.
a day, man.
He didn't take care of his voice. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love every album Phil sang on, and I loved his voice or his different voices that he sang in. But had he probably taken care of his voice,
He could still be crushing it like that.
he could still be crushing.
But would it still be the Pantera that we know?
No,
and love
probably
today?
not. Yeah, good point. No, it probably wouldn't. But if I'd have been blessed with that voice, I probably wouldn't still smoke.
To your point, though, the
I
whole
don't-
walk, the
it's-
walk
that's
thing,
hard
I
to
could
say.
agree with that.
That's
It's hard to say, but
It's almost like
Bruce Dickinson doesn't smoke. You
it's
know,
almost like if
Right.
Halford was the singer of Pantera,
yeah. Robert Plant smoked
Like,
for years.
it would have continued. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And to your point, Russell, I get the walk thing because especially like with sports stuff.
Walk is one of those fucking songs that's played in the NBA, wrestling, football.
Well, see,
like
I'm not a
everything.
sports guy, so
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was overplayed to the max that much. Like,
It's just that bumper music.
No, if they're gonna play a Pantera song on the radio,
It's Walk.
it's Walk.
Yeah,
during the day.
or
Yes,
Cemetery,
during the day.
Really?
During the
or
day.
Cemetery Gates.
night or day,
Yeah,
it's fucking Walk.
in the daytime, Matthew.
I was pissed off yesterday. I saw that fucking Voodoo Child's Slight Return is now in a fucking Acura commercial. Thanks for hoarding.
That's the
Jimi
good one,
Hendrix's
right?
music.
That's the one that's like heavy. Yeah, yeah, Slight Return.
But don't fucking do that for Acura. I mean, whatever.
They were
It's a
doing that with
fancy Honda. Whatever.
They were doing that with Purple Haze a few years ago too. I
just
forget
hate
what
that.
commercial
Well, I mean,
it
I
was.
understand
That's the
that-
song from Jimmy.
What, Purple Haze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, Foxy Lady.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
a little
Foxy
much.
Lady
Yeah.
is the one.
or like, come on, baby. What's the fire?
Come on, baby. It's not acting so crazy. It's fire.
Jumpin'.
It's fire.
Yeah,
It's
fire.
just fire, I
Yeah.
think.
Chili Peppers did a cover, right?
Chili Peppers.
Jumping my fire,
Uh,
something fire.
Chili Peppers.
Yeah, jumping the fire.
Ooh. Yeah.
All right, we're getting off the tracks. What were you doing? We were saying Pantera, Walk, not
Yeah.
Cowboys. No,
Favorite deep cut. Pantera. Fave.
for me,
Yeah.
Hollow.
That's not a deep cut.
Yeah, you never heard that on the radio,
Yeah.
and it's
Dude, they
no.
played that on 96 Rock during the day all the time.
You're a fucking homo. No, they didn't. And
I've heard that on the radio before.
no, you haven't. And
It
not
might have
the
been
beginning.
like maybe like twilight time, not
fucking
quite daytime.
liar.
But
Twilight time.
Look, not the beginning part.
No,
but when
here we
that
go.
song kicks in, it is one of the most powerful,
these two right here,
emotional.
sure. No, I agree. It's a badass
Yeah.
song, but the two before it are the ones that
By
would
Demons Be Driven.
that one, or most regular people would say.
Oh, I can't stand that one.
You know, like that.
I
one?
skip it every time.
Those are unfaves or faves?
For me, it's an unfave.
No, they're
Deep cuts.
Deep
deep cuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like.
Most regular people would say,
I like that song. I like that song.
If we're gonna fast forward to Trendkill, I like Suicide Note Part 2 a
No.
lot.
Yeah, but
I like it because it's so fucking anti everything. It's
Yeah.
like, you know what? How deep cut can you go?
it's so
Suicide
opioid.
Note,
It's
But it's just rage, man. It's just
Yeah.
straight out.
I like
just
part
fucking-
1 better than part 2.
But they go so well together.
They do go well together.
It's like
Yes, they
peanut
do.
butter, jelly,
and bacon.
Exactly.
fucking
And
dude.
fucking bacon.
You
Is
ever
that a
put
thing?
bacon on a PBJ?
No,
Come on.
Is it
Talk
good?
to me, son.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a fucking food episode. Find like all the metal bands that have songs about food.
We're just going to have to do like a Metal Nerdery news.
Yeah, food news,
Just talk about other shit.
other shit.
I kind of think that's what we've done mostly on this episode,
Kinda.
except we're trying to have a theme.
So
What
it's
were you
like-
saying? What are we doing?
Oh, no. Well, let's pick another band.
Well, you said Pantera, and we had ideas of songs, but we couldn't agree on what was the most overplayed.
Well, I think the ultimate was probably Cemetery.
Probably
Probably the one that's been or Walk.
Walk's definitely been
Yeah.
overplayed more than anything.
So we're not going to
else.
play a deep track. So move on. Who's the next? Well, it gets difficult because if you want to get into like what America calls metal, then you would have to include Motley Crue and GNR and
I could go the rest of my fucking life without hearing "Sweet Child of Mine" or "Paradise City."
exactly
forever.
There you go.
right. So that's why I'm saying we can make this easy by saying
And what
GNR.
sucks is that I really liked when I first got Appetite and I first heard "Sweet Child of Mine." I love that song.
The
And then
riff was
after
so
they
fucking
played it-
cool. Yeah.
After they played it into the fucking dirt, I was
Yeah.
just like, you know what? Fuck that song.
That beginning riff sounded like nothing that we've heard since Eddie Van Halen.
That's
it was
fair.
like a really cool guitar riff,
It's totally fair.
and then they ruined it.
yeah. Well, they overdid it.
But off that album, I would say Rocket Queen was fucking great.
As a deep cut.
Yeah,
see
Mr.
that.
Brownstone. Those were
Yeah.
good songs.
Out to Get
Night
Me.
Train was actually a really good song, and it got radio play.
Out to Get Me was good.
Out to Get Me was really fucking
really
good.
good.
Yeah, that was pretty metal.
Dude, can we hear a little bit of Guns N' Roses?
Jesus Christ, are we going to play some fucking cheat? I don't think so.
Not yet, but we are going to do Die.
My Michelle was good. Remember that?
Yeah.
Mother
That was kind of darkish.
when her father's not around.
It's a little darkish.
Yeah.
What about
We said Motley Crue. What would be the most overplayed Motley Crue song?
Home Sweet Home or Girls, Girls, Girls?
Home Sweet Home.
Dr.
Can fuck
Feelgood.
off.
Dr. Feelgood. Ugh.
Kickstart my fucking heart.
He's the one you call.
Ugh.
Fuck that. You call your drug dealer. That's what you do.
I think that's
who
what they were
Dr.
saying.
Feelgood is.
Yeah, I think that was.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Dr. Feelgood. Let me tell you.
I like to tell people, it's like, if you're thinking about getting me a gift, don't look at my Amazon wish list or my Target gift registry. Talk to my drug dealers. Because they know what size, shape, and color I like. And I say they because, ladies, you can sell drugs too just as good as a man can. But you could never be Dr. Feelgood.
You're creeping me out,
You'd
bro.
be Nurse Feelgood. That's all you get to be. Or Physician's Assistant Feelgood.
All right, so let's simplify this. We've kind of been going across the gamut. Most overplayed metal songs in the last 20 years.
God damn, that's going back to like, 2003?
Well, you got to include bands like Disturbed,
Since the
Godsmack.
2000s, so like since the turn of
Yeah.
the millennium. Okay. Most overplayed?
Yeah, you
That
go.
one's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, Disturbed. Actually, I would say Sound of Silence more so than.
But that version is actually quality. I don't get tired of listening to that version of it. I like that version better than I like the
have you seen that
Guyman and Sarfunkel version.
Guyman and Sarful?
That's what
All
they
right,
call it,
so
bro.
what's his name? David Draymond
Yeah.
was on Conan one night with Disturbed, and they did that song live. The Sound of Silence.
Yeah.
As I recall, they crushed it, I think.
It was perfect. I mean, vocally,
Not bad, yeah.
the hair on my fucking arm was like standing up. You know what that means. You know what that means. Sometimes you hear some shit and like it makes you like it's
Follicle
weird.
boner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking weird when it happens. But I was like, that's perfect. I mean, and it wasn't lip synced. You could tell, he was like singing that shit live. I was like, God damn, that motherfucker's good. I wish we had that on video. Will you do that again? Okay.
Yeah, the video right there, bro.
That was really good, but it is overplayed.
And the shitty thing is, there's actually some good Disturbed stuff, but I'm not as familiar.
I've seen them live. They're great live.
But every time, usually always I hear, ooh, ah, and I'm like, ugh.
Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one.
Uh-oh.
Here's a good one.
Oh.
Most overplayed, overrated Tool.
Ooh.
I kind of, sober, I kind of get a little
Yeah,
It's got to be sober,
It's got to
right?
be that
It's got to
one.
be
That's
sober.
too much.
So maybe that wasn't
was-
as hard as I thought it was.
Yeah, it was overplayed.
That's what I hear all
Mark
the
the
time.
time.
Yeah. That's probably that's probably the one that is just like every time I'm like, oh, fucking A.
It's still a great song.
It's a good
but
song.
It's overplayed.
As a Tool song, that's
Yeah.
probably like my least favorite-ish.
All right, let's get close. We're getting into like hour 3.
5
of
hour
this,
mark.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to rapid fire some bands.
Okay.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it.
And y'all got to give me
Let the English see you do it.
Primus.
Worst?
Overplayed, overrated.
Overplayed? I'm not saying
My
Jerry.
name is Mud.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Still not a bad
It's a great song.
Or Why Not
No.
Us?
No, I would say Mud or Jerry.
Jerry.
See, I like
I
Jerry.
love Jerry's.
I like them both too.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
they're
saying
Overplayed,
If
probably.
you're saying overplayed, it's got to
Yeah.
be Mud.
Okay.
That's
Badass
fair.
song though.
That's
Okay.
fair.
A
Yeah.
killer video too.
Okay. All right.
Overplayed might be Jerry, but I still like Jerry.
Wow, y'all are making this difficult.
Keep
I
going.
thought you
keep
said
going,
rapid
bro.
fire.
I'm
Come on.
rapid fire.
Come
Yeah.
on, bro. That's rapid fire for
Roundness.
Roundness. Pass.
I don't know any roundness.
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Sweet.
Sweet Emotion.
Sweet
Yeah.
Emotions. Gotta
Sweet
be.
Emotion or Dream On is just like, oh, fucking
Cinderella.
A, man.
I don't know.
Gypsy Road. Come on.
Gypsy Road's a little over much.
Yeah. Scorpions.
Scorpion.
Scorpion.
I don't know much, but if I heard it, I would say that.
Rock You Like a Hurricane.
That one?
No One Like You.
No one like you.
I don't know. Rock You Like a Hurricane kind of
Probably
got to
more
where it was
overplayed.
sort of like, ugh, again.
Yeah.
It was one of those kind of.
Autograph.
I don't know.
All I'm really familiar with is Turn Up the Radio.
That's the one.
And I can't not like that song because I kind of like it a little bit. So I'm like, but that's
right.
the only one
Def
I'm familiar
Leppard.
with.
Oh, fucking.
Horse of Sugar. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yes,
It's
thank you,
game over.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
it.
I was that should have been a lot faster. A lot faster. White Snake.
I don't know because I kind of like White Snake.
Here I go again.
I like that
there it is.
song, man.
There it is. Yeah.
Hold on, we got some more. Loverboy.
Mark the time.
Loving every minute of it. That song fucking blew. I like Loverboy when it was.
working for
At least that was cool.
What about
you. Want a piece of
what about Rush?
I hate to say it because it's my favorite song by them. I'm going to say Tom Sawyer,
Yeah.
but that's my favorite Rush song.
Okay, so it's overplayed,
kinda-
but it's still your favorite.
It's goddamn,
Yeah.
that's a
It-
good
it is
It's a great song. Yeah.
It is overplayed, but you know what? The drums that fill in the middle, it kind of makes it all sort of okay. I can deal with it. It's fine.
All right.
For Rush, I would
Show me,
almost
don't
kind of
tell me.
say Limelight.
Spirit of the Radio.
Kind of Limelight.
Limelight.
Limelight more than maybe Spirit of Radio a little bit, but Limelight's kind of almost like, and it's still killer tune, but I'm kind of like, okay.
All right. Skinner.
Freebird.
It's got to be Freebird, but it's good.
Yeah.
I hated that song as a kid. Now I like it. Like when I hear it now, after the Rob Zombie movie played Freebird during the most like murderous part of the movie, I'm like, God, that was so
Give me
good.
3 Steps is just kind of fucking.
Oh no,
yeah.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah,
Done.
that one's
Just
kind of
fucking cut my
That's
nuts
almost
off.
like the guitar store in Wayne's World,
Yeah,
where
I
it's like
can't-
nobody plays Stairway.
Yeah,
It's
don't
like,
play-
Nobody plays
yeah.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Not turn it up. Turn it off.
All right, we're getting close. We're getting close to the end. I'm going to run out of ideas.
Keep going. Come on.
I said
come on.
Aerosmith. Hold on.
Go back to thrash if you have to. Go back to thrash.
All right, Testament.
Ooh.
No such thing. Exodus.
wait.
Go ahead. Practice what you preach.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably like
Souls of Black.
Return to Serenity, the ballady song on I think it was it's either Souls of Black or The Ritual.
Oh,
Priest.
that's a good one. Priest. What would be their most overplayed?
I think you got another thing coming.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I like it.
Yeah.
Still overplayed.
I've almost kind of got
Or Living After Midnight.
That one too. I could
Yeah,
all
that one.
skip.
Yeah.
After midnight.
Rocking to the dawn. We
Yeah,
know what
that's
that
pretty
means.
fucking annoying.
What about
Balls
Anthrax?
Yeah. There is none. Hold on. Call it the mosh, probably. Or call in a mosh.
It's still a good song, though.
Or Indians.
I like that song.
I do too, but
Yeah.
my point is, those are the ones you think of immediately.
Yeah.
I kind of immediately go to like the John Bush stuff. Like when Only came out,
When only
I was just kind of like
Eddie Vedder. Yeah, it was grunge.
It's not great.
It was grunge.
I don't know.
Oh,
Annie Dawkins.
all right, Quiet Riot. Obviously.
Come on,
Come on,
feel the noise.
I get
No.
sick of that.
Oh yeah.
it's that one.
I got sick of
I was about to say not Mental Health.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
feel the
Come on.
noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know. Kiss. Sorry.
The whole catalog.
I love it. Lick it. Yeah. All right, guys. I think
Never
we're
gets
done.
old. Are we done?
I think we wasted
Surely we
enough
can-
of these
surely
people's
we can
time.
find one more to. Where are we at? 5 hours.
Roundness.
I don't know roundness, man. I don't. I'm sorry. Not even Helix. I don't even know some Helix.
What would be Queensryche?
Worst or
Overplayed. Silent Lucidity,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, you know
Or
what?
as we refer to it at the Wages House, Comfortably Numb Part 2.
Ooh, burn. I don't really have a hated song with Queensryche, but I mean, if
No, it's all good.
if you're gonna pick one, that would be the one that got played a million times over. Megadeth.
Jet City, whoa.
Definitely not a
Megadeth?
Megadeth song. Yeah. If you had to
Hello,
pick one.
me.
Yeah, that was
real
kind of a
me.
little. Dun, 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 dun,
No,
dun,
I love
dun,
that song.
dun,
Actually, if I would say there was an overplayed Megadeth song, it's got to be Peace Cells.
Still a good song. though.
Still like
probably
it.
not- you're
Not
probably
saying
not
I don't
wrong.
like it, but it's been played a
You're
lot.
probably not wrong.
Yeah. Or nowadays, if you listen to Liquid Metal or Octane, it's Holy Wars probably.
Yeah.
They play that.
They play that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I was gonna say?
What's that?
We could close it out.
I
with
love
it.
the helmet.
Nah, that's not
I
it.
thought so.
We could close it out with it. But we don't have to. The most disappointing Megadeth experience I ever had was when Risk came out. Because Risk was like in '99, and it was kind of a Black Album-ish, different departure kind of thing.
Right.
And they had a song called Crush 'Em. And it's not a bad song, but when you hear it, it's just kind of... And I think they do it at like sports ball tournaments
Events.
and stuff like that. Yeah, or events. That's the only one I was thinking of, but just because it's kind
I
of
don't
an interesting song.
think I know
not
it.
Really.
I can't think of
I don't think I know.
a Megadeth song that would fall into this category
Yeah, maybe not.
off the top of my head.
Maybe
But I don't
not.
know it like you guys do, though. So
Yeah. Well,
Twisted Sister, if you had to pick one.
we're not going to take it, probably.
You think?
Or
Overplayed?
I Want to Rock.
We're not going to take it over I Want to Rock.
Yeah. We're not
Yeah.
going to take it.
what about Motorhead?
Ace of Spades,
You know
but
what, though?
That's a
Uh,
killer
that's their
song,
best
man.
goddamn. I mean, it's
Yeah.
one of the best songs ever
I can't
played.
get tired of that song.
Yeah.
Cannot. Just can't do it.
That middle part where the music stops is like, that will be,
It's gambling's for fools.
it will be played at my funeral, or I will haunt every
Your
motherfucker I
funeral's gonna be
know.
awesome, dude. I can't wait. I mean,
And I don't want the
you
whole
to
song
live
played. I
forever.
want that part played. You know,
Just
just,
that part?
right there. Yeah.
Sample. It's like a sample.
Maybe you got some Van Halen going on in the background, and all of a sudden the little record scratch like Bill does. You know I'm going to lose. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I want.
Nice.
All right, cool.
What's
Are we
one-
done?
What's one
Yeah,
good
I
one
think
we
so.
should we should play like one more song just to be done.
What are we gonna play?
Like a good, I don't know, like a good deep
Fucking
cut something.
autograph.
Dude, no.
Not even.
Have you
It's gotta be
really
something good.
listened to the
something
guitar,
like actually good.
the guitar? Autograph's guitar player. I don't know who he is.
Steve Lynch, I think. is the
Fucking
name.
incredible, dude.
Not related to George.
He's
Lynch, I don't think.
amazing. All right, fine. Bon Jovi.
Okay, You Get Love, a Bad Name has been played
Fuck you.
way the fuck too
Yeah,
many times.
that song should be buried
Buried.
in the sea. All right. How about some? Let's do something really. All right. How about some Anthrax? How about some goddamn State of Euphoria or something different we hadn't played?
As a deep cut?
Yeah.
Okay. How about
B.O. and
that's the killer opener.
No, sorry.
I mean, that's not a bad one.
Antisocial.
That could be good. Kind of more poppy and a cover, but still good.
Is Antisocial a cover?
Yeah,
I did not
it's,
know that. I knew
Trust, I think, was the name
Keeping
of
the
band.
Time was a cover.
That was a Joe Jackson cover.
Joe Jackson.
I think Trust is the name of the band that did this.
So basically, that episode made no sense. It
didn't,
started
that's
making
cool.
sense.
Yeah. Different shit though.
Yeah.
Same day.
Well, we thank you all for listening to us
Yeah.
and putting up with our bullshit.
And we're not antisocial.
God damn that guitar sound. That's rad.
But is this a deep cut?
Is it?
I don't think so.
I would
You ever
probably
heard this
say-
on 96 Rock?
I'm just saying, I think most Anthrax fans would not consider this a deep cut.
No, maybe not.
You know?
Maybe I was wrong. It's not overplayed though.
No, it's not ever played.
Did you know that Nico McBrain used to be in Trust?
No.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the name of the band that did that song,
isn't it?
isn't it? Yeah. Well, shall we empty the bowls and be done with this one? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it for our
sure.
country.
Let's do it. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us, and we might do another volume of this at some point because
Yeah,
A volume of bullshit.
yeah. Well, it wasn't a just talking shitta, but it was kind of like the fave and unfave shitta.
Look, I'm not
Skippable shit
apologetic, Matthew. I'm not apologizing for the show whatsoever. I thought it was quite
I thought it was
entertaining.
excellent.
I enjoyed it.
To be fair.
To be fair.
Well, to be fair, it's time for us to empty our balls and move on to the next phase of our existence. Anyway, thank you all for joining us, and Russell gets the last word.
Don't
Fuck
forget. Don't forget to write and
Till the next.
brush your teeth, take your vitamins,
Yeah.
and we love you.
Right then, yeah.
He's got a fucking.
I gotta say something, yeah.
Goodbye.